Gators, and as you can see, we have no motivation, because nobody liked our first show. We've hit rock bottom.
It's true.
This is fine.
Don't ever do that again. Anyways, though, this is our class pet, Rocky.
He feeds on nothing, unlike us petty humans who are getting tacos for lunch today.
Oh, delicious.
Don't forget the rest, psycho.
We also have the beans refried, oranges by wedge, and crackers by the gram.
And most importantly, the milk you give to Lucia Nakan.
Sounds delicious.
If you want your lunch to be better, though, get cookies from Decca and a smoothie from someplace in the Commons.
And while getting cookies, head to room 228 for a DECA sign-up sheet.
Clubs like Decca. If you want to be a part of the homecoming parade, please fill out the proper paperwork by going to room 500 and seeing Mrs. Lambert, or else you won't be there.
Also, an adult must be in charge, so no playing chicken with the floats.
Wow, you're very funny. But if you like real comedy, though, the Theater 3 class will present its first show on September 21st at 7 p.m.
Tickets are $5 and can be purchased at the door. Wow, we're weird.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Honestly, we should just leave. Just like the kids who are going the Washington trip that shows off people and institutions that help to run our country.
Our past is interesting, to say the least. Also, kids wanting to travel to Boston and New York should see Miss Galbo, Coach Joe, Mr. King, or Miss Figs.
Seems like kids have plenty of opportunities to travel.
Honestly, I can feel that. I'm going because Mr. Gilmore said to get out, so I may as well go somewhere nice.
But if you like coming to school, show school spirit by showing up at the student section at this week's away game in your EE clothing.
We just call that clothing here. Also, school spirit can be shown for homecoming week by dressing up in the weekly attires.
For Tuesday, I'll be dressing up as my grade in this class.
For Friday, I plan to just keep telling people I'm sorry.
Final announcements, and I promise you don't have to listen to our mandatory cringe any longer.
But not about now. We go to the future. Please go to the EA gym on October 3rd for college night.
Now to the terrific trio for your segment.
Hey guys, it's us the trio again, and today we're going to talk about the construction that's being done all around campus and ask our fellow teachers how they're adapting to all the work and noise. I'm here with Miss Patrick, and she's going to give a teacher's perspective about the construction that's been going around campus. So what is the biggest struggle about the construction?
Well, basically it's the noise. When they're tearing down concrete or picking up concrete, the drills, the hammering, the noise tends to be really distracting for the students and for the teachers.
What are some accommodations you have to work around it?
We may, kind of pause, regroup, and start back into it. Like I said, we know that the construction, it has to happen. We're really excited to have our campus back, but it just kind of dampers the lessons a little bit, but it's just is what it is. It's something we got to work through. At least we're back on our campus.
Thank you.
Hey Gators, I'm here with Shay to talk about the challenges of teaching during the ongoing construction.
It's a struggle.
It's really loud sometimes. One time my wall was shaking during a quiz, so sometimes we have to move classrooms because they're busting concrete during my class. It's not ideal, but it is understandable that it has to be done so that we can have a modern campus.
And now a word from Mr. Monso, who's been in charge of orchestrating this project around school.
So how's the process and what's being built?
So the back part of the inner part of the campus where the commons used to be, the old cafeteria, is actually going to be a whole lot of new classrooms. It's going to be a long hallway with 13 new classrooms. Then we're going to have a theater classroom that's going to have a stage. It's going to be nice. And then the old office and old counselor's area in the front part is going to be the library. It's going to be a really nice open concept library, look a little bit kind of like an internet cafe almost once it's complete. And then the front classrooms right here that you see that all of them got demolished and taken out, those are actually going to become the new office area for our counselors and administrators and secretaries. Well, so their work day is obviously during our school day, so that does present a lot of challenges. But we had numerous meetings over the summer with the contractors, and our parish has actually used an outside group called CSRS that helps us to work with the contractors on different things. And so we go through them to help us make sure that our campus is safe. And we created boundaries for where the contractors are allowed to go and where they're allowed to work. We had to make sure we created pathways for students to be able to walk and make sure that those aren't, any areas where they would overlap with, construction crews and things like that. But they do have to work during the school day. We do have it limited, though. There are certain things that they're not allowed to do because they're too loud, like jackhammering.
Alrighty, thank you.
All right, no problem.
Okay, bye.
Gator Hater News.